Hi, I'm Stephanie Roche. I'm a professional footballer and I play for Ireland and Sunderland Ladies. I'm supporting the lil-lets campaign to talk about becoming a teen. It can be a confusing time for a lot of us, but I'm hoping telling my stories might help you. Yeah, definitely. I think football was something that I was always good at, and it was something that people knew I was good at as well, I suppose. So I think I always remember being in school, and we had a school team, and if I wasn't there, if I wasn't in one day, the friends would be ringing my house phone and all to get me in to play the match, and that kind of made me feel wanted in a way, I suppose, and it gave me that confidence that people knew I was good at something, and it definitely made me become more outgoing and stuff like that with certain things. So football definitely did help me become more confident, and it still does today. I think, I mean, everything that's come with me the last few years, I've had to do so many interviews and stuff like that, and you get used to it, and I suppose you feel stupid forever not being confident, if that makes sense, because when you grow up you kind of realise that you have to be confident in certain ways, and you have to kind of be confident in your ability and confident in yourself to achieve things. So just I look back now kind of going, why was I ever so shy? I think what girls don't know is that every other girl in the class is feeling the same way, and not just, even the lads probably will feel the same way. I think maybe they'd be a bit more brazen about it and wouldn't make it as obvious, but every girl in the class is going to be the same, and everybody thinks, what if I make a mistake? Even the most popular or louder girls in the class would be the same. So you're just going to have to be confident with what you're doing, and I mean, if you make a little mistake, just laugh it off and don't let it get to you. I think it's a nervous time for any girl or any boy as well. It's not just a girl thing. I think I remember myself and two of my friends, one of the girls was already in the school, so she was able to bring us on the bus and show us where we were going. But I remember getting there for the first day for the open day assembly. Like, the place was packed out. There's so many kids and so many people around that I was everyone was nervous. I don't think it was just me, but I remember just feeling like, oh no, what's going to happen here? Like, what am I going to do? And I remember being split from my friends into a different class, and it was kind of like, oh no, she's gone now and I won't see her again till break time. What will I do between now and then? You know, that kind of way. Yeah, definitely. I think anyone who's involved in sport knows that they love sport more than anything, and as a teenager growing up, you always think school's the worst thing ever. So I do definitely think that I put football first. I remember when I started off in school, I was always going to in the higher classes and stuff like that, and I would have been quite clever, I suppose, growing up, but I think I put a lot more effort into football than I did school, and that's probably something that I do regret. I think obviously I'm really happy that I've got to become a professional footballer and I've got to do what I actually wanted to do growing up. I think it is just about balancing your time. I think if you play a sport or maybe something like that, usually you train in the evening time, just kind of manage your time better. If you come straight home from school, you might get distracted on your way home and go with friends somewhere or something like that. Like, there are times where you're going to have to put that off and just go home and get done what you have to get done, and then obviously if you have free time, that's great, but I think you have to kind of manage your time a little bit better, and that's something that I'm still trying to do, and I'm 26, so it's never going to be perfect. I think with personal stuff like that, I think I was always really proud, so if something was really getting me down and I didn't really know how to explain it, I wouldn't really talk to my friends, I suppose. I think I would have went to my family and kind of explained, like, something happened at school or something might have happened or something that was on my mind, and I'd ask them. I think maybe my sister and my mum would have been the first I'd go to, and I think, as I said, I was really proud with that, like that. I wouldn't like for my friends to know that something was annoying me or something was bothering me that I couldn't talk about, but I think I'd always go to my family for something that was a little bit more personal. I think, like, obviously I know a lot of girls growing up may feel like they can't talk to their parents or talk to anybody in their family, but like, for me growing up, I had an aunt who I would have been close enough to as well. There's always somebody in your family who maybe you feel a little bit closer to, like your cooler aunt or whoever it may be, you could go and speak to, because there's nothing worse than having bad feelings going through your head or something that you want to speak about and you want to get off your chest, and you just feel like you can't talk to maybe your mum or your dad, or even if you have an older sister. And I had my sister there to talk to all the time, which is brilliant for me, but if I felt even I couldn't talk to her about something, I'd always go to maybe my aunt. So there's always someone there, and just try your best to talk to someone and get some sort of information on whatever's bothering you. If my friends were talking about it, I'd always want to get involved in the conversation, and I'd ask questions. If, as I said, a few of my friends would have started before me, and I would have been able to kind of just go, oh well, what happens when this happens, or whatever the question might be. But I think I would never have really started the conversation, but if it was happening, I'd definitely feel free to get in and ask a few questions and get involved. But it's just something, I suppose, that happens. It happens to everyone. If you're talking about it in a group of friends, you'll realise then that everybody's having the same problems or the same difficulties that you think no one else experiences. You'll learn more about it if you talk about it amongst friends and maybe even family.